All right.
Hello, hello.
Hello and welcome back. So this week's video blog is the second in a series of 12. Wow. And they're all entitled, How Cool is Paragon Chiropractic? So,
Pretty cool.
yep. Hello and welcome back. So,
Oh, one
yes,
thing.
yes.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, today's my birthday. Hooray. Yep, 62. I know. Good. All right. So again, I'd like to thank you for following along. And I thought I would continue with this topic of how cool is Paragon Chiropractic. And again, we're not trying to brag or anything, but there's just something very special about what we do and how we do it. And it's a lot different than what you get out there in the real world.
Yeah.
So I was talking to my son Anderson about this the other day, and he was telling me that offices like ours are now assuming more and more the role of the old time family doctors of days gone by. And I never really thought about that, but yeah, we really are. I mean, we all remember old Doc so and so, right? When we were growing up. Anytime you had a question about your health, you'd go see old Doc and he'd calmly smile and explain what was going on and then throw you out of his office and tell you to go live your life and not to worry about it because, well, all would be well. And it always was, you know? Today you get most of the time, if you can get in to see the doctor, you go into these they look like Martian implant stations. There's space age. There's 30, 50, 60 people running around ignoring you. Nobody knows how to do anything. Very cold, very isolated. Everything's computerized and so on and so forth. And that's where a lot of these blogs are coming from. It's like I've been in those situations and I just missed going to see old Doc so and so and asking him about something and him just assuring me everything was fine and that's how it's supposed to be and go live my life rather than trying to find some horrible malady or some sort of horrible thing that I had going on. And yeah, at any rate. So, any comment on that?
No.
Good. You know, and I really hadn't thought about ours being an old time doctor's office, as it were, but, again, here it is. Today's my birthday. I'm 62 years old. So I suppose if I'm an old time chiropractor, this would be an old time chiropractic office. Uh, uh, we're more that way than not. Um, yeah, our approaches are very simple, very, old fashioned, and they're just meant to get you back on the road and heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
The thing that's nice about Paragon is that we always have time to listen and we're always willing to try and help. Many of our patients are very, very grateful, not only for the care they receive, but also the time we take to talk with them about their health and well-being concerns. That's really, really something. Honestly, if not for us, I'm really not sure who else many of our patients would have to talk to about their health and well-being. And I mean, what are they supposed to do? Go on the internet? I mean, go ahead and look up a hangnail. Oh my gosh, you'll be lucky if you're still alive by the time the video's over. So originally, before the advent of pharmaceutical companies, many medical doctors relied on a number of natural remedies and the power of the human body to heal itself when treating patients. I've actually read things that many early medical doctors actually use spinal manipulation and many of the things that we do. Now that's all kind of been replaced with space age things and pills and chills and thrills and all the rest of this stuff. A recent study has shown that the number of medical doctors is actually on the decline, and those who are pursuing the profession are heading more in the direction of specialties than general health or general practice. So, if that's the case, who will be the general practitioners of the future? I guess old time chiropractors of today, like us at Paragon Chiropractic. So, I think what Anderson was telling me was yeah, we really are. We're old Doc so and so. But think about it. It really is the best of both worlds when you come to Paragon Chiropractic. We have access to all the modern health care technologies and specialties and things like that if they're needed. But you still get an opportunity to hang out with old Doc so-and-so, old Dr. Dave, old Dr. Diane, old Dr. Abby, and talk about your health and wellness and who knows what else. You also have Austin and Anderson, and we're all willing to chew the fat, just like the old general store, I suppose. But you can, yeah, you can actually get help and do better in life.
And I will say not to, pat ourselves on the back or anything like that, but the amount of time that we take to handle cycles is a fraction of what would happen if you went into the medical system. We can get you an MRI tomorrow.
Yeah.
We can send out for blood work, in the next few days, get the results, call you that same day with the results. We oftentimes will have patients who will request records or request blood work and they just can't get a hold of it, or it's just really the amount of time that a process takes is much shorter at Paragon, because we've been in the hot seat before and we've wanted answers and we want the answers now.
Yeah.
So we take your healthcare just as seriously as if it was our issue, his issue, because we know that with knowledge there is power, and when you know what's going on, you can really be proactive about it.
Yeah, it is true. If you went in for an MRI this morning, I could probably have the report back by this afternoon, and
Not
we
that
can.
quick.
Well, okay,
Maybe
by
sometimes.
next day, by next day, easily, and we can do this for cash discounts.
Mm-hmm.
We can actually have a phlebotomist sent to your house, and they'll do the blood draw there.
And we can actually send you for an appropriate blood tests, not just the CBC, CMP that really doesn't show you a whole lot unless you think you have an infection or something like that. But there's so many different blood panels that are very enlightening for your inflammation levels, for your heart, for all of these different things that aren't routinely run, and no one really knows to ask for them. So if you are getting routine blood work and you want to say, hey, I want the most comprehensive panel, ask us. We'll send you with a literal list that you can just hand to your doctor, or we can send you for them. You just gotta, it's time to make things happen. And I think there's just a level of accepting that, oh, things just take 2, 3, 4 weeks to get done. And that's just simply not the case.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's almost contempt. You go someplace and you're treated rudely, and you can't get answers to anything. And, oh, well, that's just healthcare. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Or
you do get the wrong blood tests run, and then you get told, oh, you're normal, everything's fine, where all the alarm bells in your body are telling you exactly the opposite. But because these two blood panels that you had done look fine, means that your issues aren't valid, aren't real, they're in your head.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot to that.
Yeah.
So basically that's it. You'll come in, see us, we'll answer some questions, we'll do what we need to do, and you'll just go out and continue living your life.
Yeah.
So how's that for cool? Right? Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, take care and thank you.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, tell others about the videos and the blogs, and hit the like button. And we'll see you back next week for 3 of 12 in this series of How Cool is Paragon Chiropractic?
Ooh.
Hooray!
And
Good.
something else that, I always think, it seems kind of obvious, but if you have yourself, a loved one, anyone in your life that has questions on if we can help, they can simply just call us or email us, and we will most of the time get back to you within that same day, if not the next day, with, this is how we think we could help. This is something that could be helpful right now, all of these types of things. Because if you just rely on Dr. Google or your neighbor, you'll oftentimes get led astray and you won't have appropriate or workable answers. So truly, just call us, come in, hang out, and we'll answer any questions that you have, and we're really happy to do it.
Yeah, I mean, really, why waste your time and money on somebody that really doesn't care about you? All right.
Have a great
Take care.
weekend.
Yep. Bye.